Listen, right? So as always, I'm out here with my dogs at the park. Let them run around and play or whatever. It's a lot of dogs, a lot of weddings. But as I'm sitting here, I'm brazing through, for content, right? So I'm brazing through my phone, and it's this NRA channel, National, Rifle Association, and they were saying, can you, something about can you use your wife gun in the shooting or whatever, right? Or then there was one on how to restore your gun rights. Well, all of them talk about on your gun rights. Listen, man, it is our right to bear a firearm. Second Amendment, and it say it should not be infringed on. You understand that? So really, all these years they giving people for firearms, that's felons, that's unfair because I'm a felon, I can't protect myself. Especially when you giving me some time and I've done the time. So I accepted my punishment. Why are you giving so much fucking time away? Is what I don't understand. Why are you giving all this time away? And I do the time, accept my punishment, and it's over now, but I'm still not a full-on citizen. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. You can't jobs discriminate against you. You know what I'm saying? And most of all, I can't protect myself. Fuck all the rest of the shit. I can't protect myself. I can't protect my family. As a 40-something-year-old man of the household, I cannot protect my household, my woman. And then when I look at it, like, it's not, like I say, I put race on a lot of stuff, right? Because it is really like racial. Because listen, man, I always tell y'all this. Show me a white person, right? A person, our true American. We're not gonna go on, different nationalities. We're gonna go white and black. America, pretty much America, right? Show me a white person that's ever been to prison for having a firearm but didn't use it. You can't show me one. They exercise their rights too much. They not going to prison for having an unregistered firearm. They might get a ticket. They may get, you know what I'm saying, or some shit. They not about to do no fucking 5 years. First of all, the police not about to harass them, get them out the car when you have licenses and insurance and all that stuff. Because I be looking at some of these gun cases like, how the hell did they even get you out the car? Like with Boosie and them, like what made them? Well, I understand, okay, with a weed thing. They always want to use something. They want to use the weed. They want to use something to get you out the car, right? But now weed is legal. So it's like, what are you doing here? Well, if you get the driver out, I don't know. Anyway, here nor there. Listen, so they violating our rights every single day. How can I get a firearm because I'm a felon? And then what y'all try to make felons out like we just some terrible, like we like some different breed type people just because you're a felon, when it's known that most serial shooters or people who school shooters and stuff like that never had a record before in life. They walk in a place, just snap and kill multiple people. They not felons. They wouldn't got a gun perfect. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm not understanding this, man. And I'm telling you now, these laws are made. Why you think every time it's a school shooting or a mass shooting, they always say we're gonna get tougher on gun laws? So how tougher can you be on a gun law? Why? Listen, every time it's a mass shooting, that's the first thing they say. We got to get tougher and stricter on gun laws. And it has nothing to do with the mass shooting. The person that did it, he was a perfectly normal citizen. He had his ID, he went in there and he purchased a firearm. No felonies, no background, no mental, no nothing. So how can you get stricter on that? That's not what they're talking about. They use them type, because they know the people, the Congress and all these people, they don't care about black on black crimes. I don't care or give a fuck how many shootings it is per day. You never see a person get on there and just be like, oh, I'm so tired of these shootings in the neighborhood, we got to do something about it. No, but when it's a mass shooting, a school shooting, a mall shooting, the world is in the uproar. Like, we can't have this. You know what I'm saying? So they take that shit and apply the laws to us in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Cause listen, man, they do the dumbest shit. Okay, you got a gun. They say, well, we ain't gonna let y'all have drums. We not gonna let y'all have switches on guns, which is really, I mean, I'm not in disagreement with it, but if the bad guys got it, why not have a switch? You know what I'm saying? Cause listen, what I'm saying is this right here. No matter what you do and what laws you make, the bad guys, the criminals are always gonna break them laws. They don't care about them laws. So who you make it hard on? Like I said, you can ban all the guns you want to. You can ban all the clips. You can say a gun can only shoot 2 times that you own. But guess what? When somebody want to come out and do, who is that affecting? It's affecting the innocent people. Because here I am, being a law-abiding citizen with a gun that shoot 2 times, and here go this guy that want to come rob or do something. You think he give a fuck about that law? No. So, you know, y'all know, they know what they be doing when they make these laws and say the things they say. Like, you know, and it is a race thing. Like when I look at, first of all, my police chief in Detroit. Let's get to this. So they had some shit downtown. We had like the races, you know, the NASCAR races. They raced through the city or whatever. I've never seen, listen, out of all the shootings in the city, all the shootings that happen every day, the hundreds of shootings a week and murders and shit that happen, I've never seen the police chief ever get on TV and just do the shit that he did when the races came down here. When they knew that all that money was coming downtown and the nationality of them people, you know, it was a bunch of rich white people coming down and other races coming down. This is just true facts. I'm just stating this. You went above and beyond the Call of Duty for that shit. He got on the news every day and made sure, look, you're going to be safe. We're going to make you safe. We got metal detectors on the side streets. We got them things that go up in the air. We got drones. We got helicopters in the air. We got horses out there. We got cops on 4-wheelers out there. You know what I'm saying? They telling us all this stuff that we're going to make you safe out here, right? But when do we do that in the hood? When do we do that in the hood? Where is that at every day when it's all these shootings? But here it is downtown where shit barely happened anyway. But it was a few incidents that had happened just before that. So you letting them know that they're safe. But what about us? And that's funny because he's a black man. He's a black man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what we go through every day. And there's another thing. The first thing that come out this motherfucker's mouth all the time is, yeah, we got to get these illegal guns off. Every time they say Detroit or in the inner city, they always get, why they got to be illegal guns? So what you telling me? It's like, well, you know what I'm saying? I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Well, they're illegal guns. See, the problem is these illegal firearms on the street. Listen, man, why are they illegal? This is what I'm trying to tell you. Why are the guns illegal? And if illegal guns are the problem, make them legal. I'm not understanding that. Don't you think that if people had registered firearms, it'd be easy to solve these crimes? Do you think if people had registered firearms, there'd be less to use their own personal gun in crimes? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't get their way of thinking. So look, the law is, once I turn 18 years old, I can go buy me an AR-15 shotgun long rifle. 21 years old, I can walk in a gun store, buy me a pistol, I can get me a CPL, I can carry it anywhere I go, right? So most people, individuals, what they do, they wait till they 18, they go get them a gun. They wait till they 21, they go get them a pistol, right? So why do we have a problem with illegal guns so much? Why do Detroit why do the inner cities all over the country, why is it's just in our neighborhoods so many illegal guns when we can purchase them legally? You know why? Because y'all fuck around and harass niggas and make all these fucked up laws and violate our rights in so many ways. We don't have a right to go to a fair trial. We don't have fair trial. So that's why everybody getting felonies, because people ain't taking shit to trial. They not, because y'all put the bar so high and then offer probation behind it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody getting in a little trouble in the city, in the inner city, because 9 times out of 10 they being harassed. The police harass you, pull you out your car, get out, see your what you call that frisk shit like they got in New York. They just jump out and did they catch you with anything, it's a felony. 2 bags of weed, goddamn, back then it was a felony. You know what I'm saying? A bag of heroin or 2, a fucking felony. You know, if I got my plates on my car that I own and put them on another car and you pull me over, that's a felony. You know how easy it is to get felonies in the hood? That's all they do. See, they don't give us the second chances. Like, you go out to like a white neighborhood and you get a young white person that is on heroin or that's struggling real bad. They don't say, hey, you know, we gonna give you another chance because you're a young kid. I'm gonna give you another chance. It ain't none of that. It's straight up. No, you taking this felony probation. You gonna cop to this felony. I mean, that's real talk. That's how they play us. So that gives us the felony part, right? That's how so many young black kids got felons on their records here. But the guns, how do we get them? We don't make fucking guns. So how do we get the motherfuckers? We don't distribute. How many black-owned gun fucking manufacturers are there? Nigga, it ain't even black-owned gun stores around this motherfucker. So how is so many guns in a black community? Same thing with the drugs. You motherfuckers put them here. The government put this shit here. Make it easy. Put all this shit on TV. Y'all know what y'all doing. You make it so easy for us to have get felonies. And then you take away any chance of really making any kind of money in the hood. So you put drugs and guns and you put all this shit on YouTube and TV about the violence and promote that shit. There you have it. That's why y'all focus so much on that felon and illegal gun shit. Everything that come out y'all mouth is, damn, we got to get these illegal guns off the street, when it's perfectly legal to go purchase one. So why do young white kids legally purchase theirs, even to do a mass shooting, right? But us, it got to be legal. Somehow we're detoured from going to the gun store buying. Well, so what y'all basically be saying is that y'all don't want us to have guns. That's the truth about it is. You don't. That's why they so illegal, and y'all just know they illegal because you don't think that young black people should have firearms. If you could, you would take our rights away. If you could do it perfectly legal, no black person would be allowed to own a firearm. And I'm telling you, that's their way of thinking, because look how y'all infringing on our rights. It says it. It says it in the amendment, Second Amendment. We all have a right to bear firearm, and it should not be infringed on. But y'all are infringing on it. And don't tell me that a felon is a person that made a mistake in the past is more liable to do some shit than a normal person. We are normal people. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? It goes to show all these sick-minded motherfuckers going in here getting these guns and shooting up schools and hospitals and all this shit. They ain't never been in trouble a day in their fucking life. So I don't understand that. That law need to go. How am I this old? I can't protect myself. How can I get 10 to 15 years if I get caught with a gun that's perfectly legal? You know what I'm saying? That should be legal in my right to carry. I don't understand that. But like I say, that's not the only thing that they fucking us over with. Is this gun shit. They don't want us to have firearms. But then, you know, it's so much other shit. Like, look. We don't have fair trials. How do black people have fair trials when you poor blacking in the city? When you first go to fucking jail, it's downhill from there. It's everything that they do. If you ain't telling on no fucking body, you want to. And that's another thing that y'all got going on. This snitching shit is horrible. And the reason is motherfuckers out here telling because y'all offering all this goddamn time for something so simple. That you trying to take our lives away for everything that's done wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? So when a motherfucker don't go along with that snitching shit and you trying to stand up, they saying, well, look, if you lose this shit in trial, you gonna get this much time here. So that's detours you from taking it to trial. And that's what y'all do. Have the people, if we really had a fair trial like other races, you think we wouldn't take the shit to trial? No, the thing is, if we lose in trial, it ain't like we gonna get the same time, which is fair. Okay, take it to trial. You know what I'm saying? If we losing this motherfucker, our whole life gone. So give me that probation or give me them couple years. Even if I know I didn't do it, had nothing to do with it, and it's plain as day. I'm scared to gamble with this much time out of my life. You understand what I'm saying? So that shit is unfair. Like I was looking at the Young Thug trial, and that shit is unfair. How can you have all these people? The only evidence they got against them, they don't have no evidence on them, no videotape, no nothing. Nobody saying, hey, only motherfuckers the only information that they got on him is the motherfuckers that they offered deals to tell on them. So his whole case is based on other criminals, known criminals, offered a deal to say he did something. And that can send him to prison. And that can send him to prison. That's fucked up. No DNA, no shit on tape, no victim sitting there saying, hey, dog did this to me. The only motherfucking evidence pretty much you got on him is some old motherfuckers, criminals, that's facing a lot of time, that's willing to get their time knocked off for telling on them. Now, how is that? How does that work? How does that work? Come on, man. They do us dirty out here, my dog. It's people right now fighting. We shouldn't. Man, listen, man. Y'all motherfuckers need to quit that shit. Y'all need to build more jails and less prisons. Y'all building prisons, that's a place to stay for years. You understand what I'm saying? To go to jail for some shit. Okay, if I got an unregistered firearm, get this nigga, 30 or 60 days. Like, man, you can't have an unregistered. You got to get the gun registered. Or if it's stolen, give him a year. Y'all giving motherfuckers 5, 10, and 15 years for the wrong shit. And I always tell y'all that shit. It's funny, how can I go to prison for 5 to 15 years for a gun I never used, never did a crime with? But here go a motherfucking man that just molested and beat a little girl. Y'all gave him 7 fucking years. Y'all gave this man 7 years for molesting and beating a little black girl. Man, we are being played with. If y'all don't listen to me, they are playing with us, man. How the fuck we gonna go to jail for some dope that I can hold in the palm of my hand? I can hold an eighth of dope in my hand right now. That shit can get me 5 to life. So you take me off the street and give me all these years. What did that shit change? How did that change society? How did that help anything out of all the fucking tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of dope out this motherfucker? And all the fucking millions of drug dealers out this motherfucker? How in the fuck did this little bit of dope that I can fit in the palm of my hand give me 15 years, 20 years to life? What did it fucking change? If you want to change the shit, you'll be in Mexico going to war, trying to get these cartels leaders and burn these poppy fields down. Y'all don't want to do that though. No, it's like that's the beehive, my dog. And long as there's bees around and setting up different hives in different places, y'all gonna stay in business and keep the police in business, the hospitals, come on, man, this dope shit make the world go round. That's why that war on drugs shit was so fake and fraudulent, y'all. Y'all had us thinking it was a real war on fucking drugs. It was a war on black people, man. I can't say the word I want because they'll be there, oh, that's hate speech. But you know what it was a war on? It was a war on us. And that's just real talk. These are facts, dog. It's a war on us right now, and it's wide open. I'm living in a city, dog, where I'm watching every other race come in and get rich overnight, legally and illegally. They bring in the working. Look, man, when you going to buy some bricks or some bowls of whatever it may be, who do you go to? Right now, if I want over 5 bricks or anything, who would I go to? You're not going to another black person, right? So, you going to another nationality. Let's put it that way, right? That y'all say they don't even supposed to be here. No way. They can't even speak English. And these motherfuckers over here. Man, how am I going through my neighborhood right now that was predominantly black, that after 07 it all went to shit? Now every other race own our, not only do we don't own the shit that sustains life in our neighborhood, grocery stores and all that type of shit. We don't own a corner stores, grocery stores, liquor stores. We don't own nothing. We don't own the hair salons, the hair shops, none of that shit. Now they coming in buying all the fucking properties and they breaking us up. See, you see what I'm saying? So now They pushing us out because they know downtown is where it's at. Detroit is that place. But I'm seeing other nationalities, dog, Mexicans. They buy so look, my thing is, where are you getting the money from? You can't even speak English. You straight over here. But I'm not knocking them because I love it. I love seeing it. I love it, but I hate it. I hate the fact that how's they getting the fucking opportunity? But we don't. And don't say, yeah, we do. Because no, we don't. You know, give us grants to get the houses that we in fixed up. Give us, you know what I'm saying? You see how hard it is to go to a bank. Y'all giving outsiders, paying outsiders to come to Detroit. These are facts. Y'all are paying outsiders to come live in Detroit because we so underpopulated. Y'all not giving it to blacks though. You're not. You're not. You're giving it to any other nationality from any other city. You paying them to come here. That's why I tell you, soon as all these people from the border, these refugees, you know, they coming over for whatever they fighting with over there, and they want a better life, they come here and you give it to them. But you don't want them in your neighborhood though. Put them right down here where we at. Give them more chance than us, because you trying to push us up out of here. You trying to make us the minority. You know what I'm saying? How are we the fucking minority? Dog, how are we beneath immigrants? How can an immigrant come here and in less than a year, this motherfucker got $100,000 lowrider, trucks, backhoes, front loaders, house cold-blooded, they done fenced the motherfucker. I see it all the time. They gotta have $1 million worth of shit in less than 2 years. You know what I'm saying? They ain't bothering nobody though. They hard workers. But how's they getting an opportunity? We hard workers too. Y'all always said, well, niggas don't want to work. Black people don't want to work. No, it's that we don't want to work for nothing. That's the problem. See, these guys come over, they working for themselves. They stand 5 and 10 in the, you know what I'm saying, in the house. They buckling down. They deserve everything they work for. You know what I'm saying? They deserve everything that they got. They deserve it because they work for it. I'm not saying that they don't. But I'm just saying that the treatment that we're getting and how they look at us like, and man, listen, man, how they play us, man. Look how they, man, look, man, look at us black people. God damn, look, they just gave a nigga 7 years for raping and torturing a little girl. 7 years they gave this guy. Niggas get 7 years for their third DUI. Niggas get 7 years for a couple pounds of weed. Niggas get 7 years for less than an ounce of crack. Niggas get 7 years for 2 packs of heroin. Niggas get 5 to 20 years for a pistol that he didn't use. This our right to carry, just like I just said. And you think this shit fair, man? It's not fair. I always say this. We always do. They say we always do shit. Okay, you put it on us. Okay, who fucking our houses up? Who killing each other? Yeah, we doing it. I take it. We doing all that shit. We killing each other, robbing from each other. We doing it. I gotta give it to us. We doing it to ourselves. But listen, it's a motor that's pushing that boat, though, my baby. You understand what I'm saying? It's a motor that's pushing that. It's called the media, the government. You know what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? If we can look, man, everything you see about us is negative. When I cut on the TV, you would think black people was the worst people in the fucking world, when that's not true. That's not true. And then even the black people start thinking that. People follow these trends. They seeing what these punk ass rappers that they put out here, that y'all strategically put here. That's like the women rappers. Every woman out here, and all you see is black women being whores. That's all you see. It ain't no more love songs no more. It ain't no more you gotta date me first. It's strictly everything you see on TV. It's about a black woman being some type of whore or just want money. Fuck how a guy look. If he got money, it's like this, this, and this. I mean, it's just so much I can go into, but I can't really, I'm on thin ice, like I said. I gotta watch what I say and how I say it. But you look at that, and that's not, in real life, that's not the truth. It's real women out here. But see what the media do, that causes men to look at that shit and treat women accordingly what they see on TV. These young boys don't really got no, you know what I'm saying, nobody in real life showing them the way, so they go off the TV. So what they see on the TV, motherfuckers calling them bitches and hoes, and it's all about having money, and that's all they worth. And then the women looking like, shit, I don't gotta be with no one man, I'm gonna be with many men, you know, cause that's what these rappers rapping about. But then when you look at the rapper that you looking up to, they fucking married. They married with kids and to a millionaire and happy. But they telling you to do the opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? The same thing go with the males. They telling you they popping pills and doing Molly and doing syrup and all this shit. And just like old girl said about Future, Future said it. He don't do none of that shit. I think it was Nicki Minaj said, no, I don't fuck with Future like that no more. They asked her why. She said, because I asked him about the syrup or the pills or something. He said he don't do it like that. And she was like, damn. So you rapping all this shit and you don't even do it like that, my dog? So it's this media has a lot to do with it. They know what they doing, man. Like I said, it goes back to the illegal guns. Why are they so, all they talk about is illegal guns? The feds like, we're giving 15 years to life for a firearm that you didn't use. The feds can pick it up like Boosie. He walk out the courtroom, the feds pick it up. So why the feds ain't pick up this little girl getting molested? Tell me that then. But you will pick up a fucking gun to give a nigga 20 years and violate his rights, because we have a right. The amendment says we have a right that shouldn't be infringed on, and y'all infringing on it. And the feds will override the state for that. But a little girl getting raped, y'all raped and beat, y'all not infringing on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not a real articulated speaking person. So when I talk, I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like about Charles Dwight. He know how to get to the point and say it. I'm not that good with speaking my words. You know what I'm saying? Getting my words out like that. But I'm trying to tell y'all, man, this shit is unfair, dog. And it's so unfair, man. It's just, dog, nigga working on his credit, all that shit. Still getting turned down for every goddamn loan it is. I can't even put a fucking roof on my house if I ain't had cash. If I go in there right now and say, hey man, I got close to a 700 credit score, I got a job, I got a good paper trail to job, I need, 60,000 to do a renovation on this house. They gonna turn me down. They've been turning me down for 2 fucking years. Even fucking FEMA. I sent them everything when that storm came. I sent FEMA everything that they asked for. Utility bills, ID, this. They fucked me around for 2 years and still going through it with them because of the shit that storm did. Man, they fucking is over, my nigga. But then you tell it, I fuck around and I see some immigrants just can't even speak no English. Motherfucker coming up to me with his phone. You know how they got that English? I speak English and say to him, and then he speaks Spanish and say to me. That's how we talking to each other. They good people, man. Good, cool people, my nigga. I'm not saying they don't fuck with us though. Don't think they are friends, or they think that they don't mess with nobody. Just I'ma keep it like that. They hard workers, but they living better than us, my nigga. They got better. They getting. Come on, man. They on the come up. You know what I'm saying? They on the come up, my dog. Yup, but like I say, this hip hop shit, and it's not really. Listen, it's not. We can say hip hop doing it, the rappers doing it. No, it's the government that's doing it. It's like a white guy told this story. He literally said what they did. He said, look, we looking for a rapper. Fuck that. We looking for a rapper. Long as he gonna rap about that bullshit, and long as it don't affect their kids, long as we putting these type of rappers and distribute it into the black community, it's a win-win for them. They eating good off of us, man. Once we wake up and start sticking together, it's gonna be. We damn near need separate government. We need to be governed by, different folks. That's real talk. And I ain't just rambling. I'm telling you what's real, man. This shit is deep, my dog. And it's hurting, man. It's, to watch how they say we don't want to work because we don't want to work for this chump change. Like just now, okay, they saying UPS got $50 an hour. But look how high shit is. They don't, that little $5 that UPS got, they're not going to, come on, man. I mean, it's good to have to help you, but come on, man. Look how high shit is. You damn near need that. You living regular. This motherfuckers at UPS ain't driving nothing. You know what I'm saying? You still in the hood. You still, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Then like the plants. How the fuck people, they did that 2-tier shit. The UAW, man, they fucking is over. When I was working for Ford, they had us as temporary employees for damn near 3 years, 4 years. I worked there from 2003 to 2013. And I was a temporary employee all the way up into 2013. I got the full pay and all that shit, but I didn't have the benefits and none of that shit. Luckily, my kids was, you know, young then, you know what I'm saying, or wasn't born until 07. And then they was young. And then they, you know, they mom, she worked for the city, so, you know, luckily that, you know what I'm saying? They messed us over, my dog. And then, I mean, they played on us so horrible. How they gonna take you from $28 an hour all the way down to 15 for no reason? Shit like that. So here you are, you working for fucking $15 an hour, the motherfucker across from you making down there $30, $32 an hour with the cost, because they gave the cost of living and all that shit back. And they was making $30 an hour 20 years ago. So I understand why they want to fucking raise. You know what I'm saying? I understand why they want to fucking raise. They deserve it. You know, you working that goddamn hard. How can I work somewhere and I can't buy the product that I'm making? You know what I'm saying? I'm working at a motherfucking, I'm making Broncos, or I'm making Hummers, or I'm making Vets. And I got a fucking Chevy Impala parked outside. Because I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Shit is going crazy, man. And none of these jobs paying shit. And like I said, most of the jobs in the city, you gotta go out. You gotta go out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go out miles and miles, 15 to 30 miles out. People ain't got no car. They gotta catch 2 and 3 buses to work to make fucking $15 an hour to bring home $400 something a week, or $600, $700 every 2 weeks. And you want a motherfucker when they can just sit on the block and sell some. You know what I'm saying? For real, who want? I mean, just be realistic. It take you. Just think about it. You bring home $500 a week. And if motherfucker, it costs you $100 to get the goddamn work, plus you got to take another $100 to get to work the next week. So now you stuck with $300. What the fuck you gonna do with that? What you gonna do with it? See, women out here, they make it happen because the state is step in and help. If you got kids, the state I help step in and help you. You know, they give you break because you still low income. You know what I'm saying? They give you a place to stay, but a man, you through. So I understand, man. Listen, man, like I say, we do a lot of shit to ourselves, but I always tell you it's a motor pushing that boat, my baby. And that's all I got to say. I ain't going to talk your ear off, but let me know what you think in the comments.